Regardless of whether or not Brian likes Monstro, we are back in Monstro.
Well, good, because I don't like Monstro. Bones, this is not how organs work.
It reminds me of Lord Jabu Jabu, though.
Come on, let's go back.
You know, Geppetto's awfully worried about
Why is Pinocchio being a little shit?
Because Pinocchio is a little shit. That's literally his defining characteristic.
So he's doing this on purpose. He's not like brainwashed or
I
anything.
thought you liked games. Or
No,
are
he's
you
just
too cool
stupid.
to play them now that you have the Keyblade?
Riku?
Riku, what are you doing here?
Just playing with Pinocchio.
Did you
You
also
know what I
get
mean.
eaten?
What about Kyrie? Did you find
How
her?
did it happen to you?
Maybe.
We were in space.
Catch us, and maybe I'll tell you what I know.
Oh shit.
Come on.
Don't play games. Let's just talk. We're
Why is
friends.
he being a little shit?
Dude, Riku's a bad guy.
I know, I don't understand why.
Because he's his angst.
Wait, did your Keyblade change?
Yes, I switched to the Agrabah Keyblade.
Oh, alright.
No, Riku is angst and also handsome.
And also, wait, Ansa's possessing him now?
I mean, he's in him.
Oh, he is? Well,
Yeah.
alright, whatever.
He's been there
When did that happen?
for most of the game at this point. Just kind of slowly making his way downtown.
Walking fast?
Faces
Faces
fast
past his
hometown.
Okay, you know what? I cannot express how uncomfortable the twitching walls are making me. I don't like this.
I ignored them because they're kind of like stop action. Like, and I'd still take Monster over Atlantica any day.
Okay, do you hate Atlantica because of the level, or do you hate it because of Ariel?
Yes!
Okay, but how much, what's the proportionality there?
Well, one, I hate The Little Mermaid. So, that's like a 30%. And then also, you are doing 3D controls because you're swimming, and you can't do any of your combos.
What do you do then?
You hit things.
Just once at a time?
I mean, you could do like a 1, 2, 3 combo, but you don't have like your dodge roll. Obviously, you don't have any of your slates. You can do some magic, but you can't do any of your fancy shit.
I mean, you'd think just doing lightning or thunder over and over again would automatically kill everything.
You know what? I went to do that in Pirates of the Caribbean. When I was underwater, I was like, can I just do Thundaga and just kill everyone? And they gave you different spells when you're underwater.
Oh, god damn it! They
Now-
knew!
Yes, but instead of just being like a wave of lightning, it gave you like 4 pillars of plasma. So, you know, it wasn't bad.
Oh, okay, you know, plasma's good. Plasma's pretty neat. Speaking of that, if you want to make plasma, put a grape in your microwave. No, 2 grapes.
Really?
Yeah, I'm serious. So the size and dielectric permittivity of a grape was such that the waves at the frequency that your microwave operates at excite a resonant mode in the grape material, which makes really, really high electric field intensities between the grapes, high enough to overcome the breakdown voltage of air. So then
my God,
an
you're
arc
right.
creates, and you create plasma. So
It fucking autofilled. This is fucking legit. The hell?
yeah, yeah. I'm serious. That's the explanation. That's the explanation too.
Nature is weird, man.
I know it is. Who knew fucking grapes? And like they don't need to be a particular size either. I forgot why. I think it's just that it'll conform. The mode will conform to the size of the grape. It's just around. Oh, right. It's because like it's a low Q grape.
Of course.
You don't understand how funny that is, but
I don't know.
Because like we deal with resonators a lot in my group at Purdue, and we describe them in terms of like high Q and low Q for like how lossy they are, and how thin their resonant bands are.
Okay.
So, using a grape as a resonator is just kind of hilarious to me.
Is it like...
Could you make a filter out of that?
Okay, alright, we can do this. We can make an entirely organic circuit. So, we use a potato battery, or a lemon. Potatoes and lemons. Why not? Super of both. And, use a grape. Not sure what the conductor would be, besides using real wire. I feel like fruits just doesn't really have the same as, like, copper.
I mean, it doesn't, but, like, if,
maybe we just put a shitload of grapes in a line.
I mean, like, I'm serious, like, if you put grapes in a line at certain distances, you could probably, and then connected the output of the grape to, like, the output, like an SMA cable or something. You could create a bandpass filter with grapes!
But why, though?
Could I publish that? It doesn't matter why!
I think you're supposed to have a why. I think that's like the first part of the research paper is the why.
I mean, ideally, but
actually it's historical and then it's the why. Or is it the intro with a little bit of a hint of the why, and then the historical, and then the why?
Yeah, no, it's basically starting out with the why and then stating why 10 times, just to make sure they got it.
Basically, but you gotta get the historical context.
Yeah, sure.
You do.
Although there was a group.
Do the research before you do the Shocky. God.
Yeah. Research first, Shocky second. But there was actually a team that published the research that has to do with the grape in the microwave, like in a physics journal.
Okay, so then you could cite them in your intro.
Yeah, they're planning on applying it to like microscopic lithography, to make like tiny etches.
Werewolves.
No! Tiny werewolves! No! Ariel, no!
What did
No
you
werewolf.
actually say instead of like Pawnee?
Lithography.
Oh, that's much less interesting.
Yeah, it is though, but it's making like tiny features in like silicon wafers and the like. So they would basically excite a plasmonic mode and then use the heat from that to etch stuff. I have no idea how they would do it. They'd have to jack up the frequency quite a bit.
It sounds like it'd be really hard to like control.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, first you'd have to find a way to excite it with like light, basically, and then you have to figure out how to keep the resonators secure, and then not destroy them and the surrounding circuit. It's a process. So but hey, anyone can do it.
Anyone with the right amount of grapes and the right frequency.
The right amount of grapes, which is to say 2. Although if you cut one grape in half, you can do it.
Alright, so shit is tight. You can buy a single grape.
Yeah, Can you even do that? Can you go to
I'm
the grocery
pretty
store,
sure
like,
you can't.
I would like to purchase one single grape, please. How much is it? Like 2 cents? I'm not going higher than 2 cents.
I mean, they're usually priced like per pound, so how much does a grape weigh?
I don't know.
Let's see. Average grape weights. An average. Don't give it to me at grams. We're in America.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Except not, because I'm actually a fan of the metric system, and I'm really mad that the US hasn't adopted
Alright,
it.
I'm a fan of metric system for distance. I am not a fan of metric system for temperature. Like,
Well,
fucking come at me, bro. Celsius is not precise enough.
I don't really think... So Celsius is SI units, but I don't think that's the metric system.
Pretty sure it counts.
Okay, but the whole point of the metric
Is
system is that you
Celsius
can...
part of the metric system?
Well, the whole point of it is that you can divide measurement quantities into powers of 10. But we don't have, like, Celsius or...
Kelvin and Celsius are metric.
Why do you still
Okay, I stand corrected.
However, the
has
fact
all
that,
but
like,
deserted
room temperature is, like, 27 and hot enough to kill you is, like, 32 in Celsius pisses me off.
Okay, wait. I would totally switch over to Celsius, but I can't visualize anything in Celsius. Except for 0 and 100 degrees. Those are the only things I can actually apply to, like, any type of
Yes, because those are
physicality.
the only two that make sense.
That and 25 degrees is room temperature, I think.
Yeah, something like that. But, like, body
right.
temperature is, like, 29.
Yeah, no, I like...
Riku,
That's why it's
what's the
stupid.
matter with you?
Yeah,
What are you thinking?
it's weird.
Don't you realize
But
that you're-
Fahrenheit's worse, though. Like...
Fahrenheit, okay, here's a way.
You only
Fahrenheit
see
is very
running
intuitive
around
to
and
me, but
showing
here's a
off that
post I saw that
Keyblade
explained
these
it.
days.
Is think of it on the
Do you
percent
even
of
want
hot.
to save Kyrie?
20 degrees Fahrenheit. Is 20% hot hot? No, 20% is pretty cold. Is 80% hot? Yeah, that's pretty goddamn hot.
What?
Am I wrong?
Okay, I have a question. I have a question about this completely airtight system. What happens when you get to more than 100 degrees or less than 0 degrees?
Then it's really, really not hot. When it's less than 0. And it's really, really hot. When it's more than 0.
Ariel, how can you have negative 10%?
Negative 10% means that you lost 10% of your heat by going outside.
That's not verifiable.
It's close enough, you can feel it.
No problem.
When it's cold enough, you go
Let's do
outside that you just die immediately.
Okay, but negative 10 isn't that temperature.
No, that's like negative 40. But negative 10 might as well be negative 40 if you don't have a good coat.
I mean, I guess, but shouldn't it be negative 100 then? Because negative 100 would suck all of your 100% of your heat.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if you lose more than 50% of your heat, you're already in hypothermia.
Okay, so, but then negative 40 is fine, because you've only lost 40% of your heat.
Yes, but it's like 40% of your heat every like 10 minutes.
You know what, Ariel? You're right. This completely makes sense. I don't know what I was thinking.
I mean, it makes sense to me. 50% warm is pretty good. 75% warm is getting a little too high.
But isn't the boiling point of water like 300 degrees or something?
Something like that.
Fahrenheit?
I thought it was
So
like
what is it?
212.
Oh, you know what? It's probably 200.
212 is stuck in my head for some reason. Which means
Yeah,
we have to
look it up.
memorize it at some points.
Boiling. Not cooling, boiling.
212 is 100 degrees Celsius, so yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So what is that, maximum over hot or something?
That is literally boiling. You are twice the amount of hot that you should be. You are.
Oh man, this is twice the amount of hot that it should be. We gotta turn it down.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is. You should go to like a thermodynamics conference or something.
But I didn't come up with it. I was quoting a post.
Okay. Still, somebody's gotta publish it. Might as well be us.
Oh good, we can just continue stealing other people's ideas, huh?
I mean, that's all science is. It's taking something somebody already did and doing it a little better.
I mean, yes.
And then everybody says, oh, that's not new enough. But then everybody goes, oh wait, there's nothing else we can publish. So they just end up publishing it eventually anyway.
Okay, just on a related Celsius to Fahrenheit note, there was this weird story we read in like 6th grade where it was this like UK or European family that had moved to America and the kid was sick and the doctor came and took his temperature and he's like, oh, it's not so bad, it's like 99 degrees, it's just a small fever. And the kid was like sobbing like he was gonna die. And the mom was like, what's wrong? You're gonna be fine. And she's like, but the kids at school said you can't live if your temperature's above 30 degrees.
Wrong scale, little Timmy.
Yep.
You gotta do the conversions.
Yeah, you gotta do 5 over 9 times Fahrenheit minus 32. I think.
That formula pisses me the fuck off.
It pisses me off too, because it's so cumbersome.
It has no like intuitive basis at all whatsoever. It just is.
Yeah.
And like, I don't...
Well, if Celsius wasn't so stupid, we wouldn't have such a stupid formula.
I feel like Fahrenheit is the stupid one.
Okay, but think about it. We don't live about, like, okay. Yes, setting 0 is freezing, and 100 is boiling. Yeah, you know what, that makes sense, except that we only live in, like, 10% of that.
I mean, you're not wrong. Fahrenheit does inflate the scale. But let's see. How can we fix that? How can we fix that?
Okay. We can set 0 is freezing, and, 100...
Oh, well, we can just have a scale in Deci-Celsius.
Deci-Celsius?
Yes, if we applied the same powers of 10 that we do for every other unit, basically, then in Deci-Celsius, freezing would be 0 still, but 1,000 would be boiling.
Okay, but I feel like that may not help. Because then it's like 260 degrees is room temperature, and 290 degrees you're dead.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I'm just saying that Celsius does not make sense for use in people. Science, chemicals, sure. People, weather, no.
Okay, well then, at least make something more, like, intuitively...
I already told you how Fahrenheit can be intuitive.
No, I mean, like, the conversion...
110 degrees means it's too hot.
I'm talking about the conversion between Fahrenheit and Celsius.
The conversion is don't use Celsius.
That's not that's non-conversion.
That is conversion, because we have to convert all the Celsius people to using Fahrenheit.
You're right.
And in exchange, we will switch to metric for distance. And maybe wait.
So what? Are we gonna go door to door now? Like, have you heard of our Lord and Savior Fahrenheit? We can carry around Fahrenheit 451 to give to people.
I feel like that won't help our case.
But it would be so appropriate.
I mean, yes, but I also feel like it doesn't help anything. We can just go to people's doors and be like, excuse me, have you ever noticed that Celsius is fucking stupid?
I mean, it's gonna depend on where we go. Like, I feel like in the US we're gonna get a lot better responses than if we go anywhere else.
I mean, yeah, if we started like that. Be like,
Me?
don't you wish you could use a temperature system that didn't require you to use decimals?
Well, we got the system for you. You know, let's skip the door to door and just make an infomercial.
You're gonna have to come up with a script.
This should be easy. We'll just say Celsius sucks every other line, right? So that's half of it.
Excuse me, members of our brothers and cousins and sisters and whatnot in Europe and across the world. Have you ever noticed that Celsius is completely useless for humans?
And while
Sure,
we're saying
it's useful with liquids and in chemistry, but can you intuitively tell me the difference between 26 degrees Celsius and 27 degrees Celsius? No, you can't!
And while that's the voiceover, we can have a black and white video of somebody dropping a glass thermometer.
Sounds about right. Alright, we gotta get this in production quick!